Are Mormons Christians? As a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I've heard this question 1,000 times on my mission, in conversation with friends, and obviously it is all over the internet. And every time I've noticed something. This debate gets off on the wrong foot immediately. Why? Because people aren't even using the same definition of Christianity. So today, we're setting that debate aside and diving into 3 better questions to ask. Questions that actually represent what Latter-day Saints believe about Jesus Christ and why it matters. Let's rock! So right off the bat, let's get something out of the way. Mormons aren't even Mormon. What I mean by that is since 1838, that's 1838, we've been known as the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Mormon has just been a nickname that's been given to us, and we've kind of leaned into that in the past. Now, recently there is not a new emphasis, but there's been a re-emphasis, I should say, of using the correct name of the church. But that's not a rebrand, and it's not some desperate plea to be accepted by the rest of Christianity. It's just using the name that the Lord revealed the church should be called. So next thing to tackle here really quick. Why are we accused of not being Christians? Well, the definition of being a Christian has basically been hijacked. And I know that's kind of a harsh word to say, but I don't know any other word. Common sense would get you to think that a Christian is somebody who believes in Jesus Christ, believes in his divinity. Not just a prophet, not just a mortal man, but he is the divine Son of God, Savior of the world. And we absolutely believe that. But there has been basically a cartel of other believers who've put on all these little qualifications to being what it is to be a Christian. And not coming from the Bible, not coming from any authority given to them by God. They just put these qualifiers on there to help, I guess, refine their points of doctrine? I don't know. But that's why we're accused of not being Christians, and it doesn't make much sense to me. So in an effort to be on basically the same playing field, let's dive into 3 questions that clarify our beliefs. This isn't just a dodge on the question of whether or not we're Christians. It's a clarification. It's refusing to play by the rules of those people who don't have any authority to define what Christianity is. Question 1. Do Latter-day Saints believe Jesus is divine? The Son of God, not just a prophet, not just a man like what we've talked about. Divine. Absolutely, yes, we do. We believe that Jesus Christ is the living Son of the living God. Now, one big reason that we are accused of not being Christians is because we don't believe in the Trinity. Meaning, we don't believe that Jesus Christ and God the Father are the exact same being. We believe that when Christ was praying in John 17, the great intercessory prayer, he's not having a schizophrenic episode. He's praying to his Father in heaven. He's not talking to himself. Question number 2. Do Latter-day Saints believe that salvation comes through Jesus Christ? Absolutely, yes, we do. All of our scriptures, all the words of our prophets attest to this. Don't believe me? Pick up the Book of Mormon and read it. Actually, let me rephrase that. Don't believe me? Pick up the Book of Mormon, another testament of Jesus Christ, and read it. You will see many, many scriptures that go into the fact that Jesus Christ is our Savior and Redeemer, and it is only in and through him that we can be saved. Now, critics like to accuse us that we believe that we can work our way to heaven. That's not true. We don't believe that. However, we do believe that a true Christian disciple keeps his commandments. And I think to our critics, that looks a lot like doing a lot of work. So we don't believe that we can work our way to heaven, but we do believe that we should obey the Savior. Question number 3. Do Latter-day Saints teach the doctrines of Jesus Christ? Again, absolutely yes. Again, pick up the Book of Mormon, another testament of Jesus Christ. Watch General Conference, which is a conference that happens every 6 months where we hear from church leaders and prophets and apostles. And try to keep track of how many times Jesus is referenced, Jesus is focused upon, his doctrines and his words are focused upon. You will lose count very, very quickly. Now, critics don't like the fact that we believe in modern day revelation. Particularly that we believe that there is a modern day prophet on the earth, similar to Moses, Noah, and Peter of the New Testament. I don't know why this threatens them so, but they have tried to twist things to make it sound like we worship a prophet. We worship Joseph Smith, the first prophet of these latter days. Nothing could be further from the truth. We do not worship the prophet. The very idea of having a prophet on the earth was not our idea. Whose idea was it? That was Jesus Christ. All right, I know I promised you 3 questions, but I've got a bonus 4th question at no extra cost to you. Are Latter-day Saints Christ-like? Do we live what we preach? Absolutely yes. Now, I know what you're saying, and I will say that there is an asterisk to this, as in every faith, every denomination, any organization that you'll find, there are some who are striving to live what they teach harder than others, and there are those who are not striving very hard. So it's possible that you have had an interaction with a member of the church that has not left a good taste in your mouth. I'm not denying that at all, but generally Latter-day Saints have developed a good reputation for serving one another despite differences in doctrine, despite differences in background and culture. Anytime there's a disaster, we are the first on the scene, or almost the first on the scene. Aside from those big ticket items that make all the news, you will not find a kinder group of people. Again, yes, there are exceptions, but this reputation that we have of helping our friends and neighbors and supporting one another is hard-earned because we're trying to be disciples of Jesus Christ. I'll tell you one thing that you won't find in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is officially organized classes that rip on other people's beliefs, that try to get you to dislike or condemn other people to hell. You're not going to find that. And you're also not going to find us excluding people from the name or moniker of being Christian. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this causes some good conversations, and I hope that you'll be armed with better questions and better answers to this very famous and oft-asked question of whether or not we truly are Christians. Now let's go out and live with faith and courage.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. This channel is all about eliminating spiritual apathy. So if that's something that you want to follow, hit like and subscribe and hit the bell notification. Also head on over to brotherjacobsjams.com for deeper dives into Come Follow Me and the scriptures. All right, rock on.